with G. Scott.
He needs no introduction. Super Bowl 48 champion, 13-year career, Brandon Mebane. Bang. Oh, so many people couldn't wait to talk to you. We got a lot to talk about. Before we get to the Buffalo Bills, let's talk about what we saw in Atlanta. First, did you think the defense did better? Your thoughts?
I think they did. I think they did a lot better. There's a couple things on the edge I was, kind of like, a little concerned about. But overall, interior, just overall defense, I think they definitely have gotten better. There's some small little communication things I can point out and I could show, all the fans and everything on some of the things that they need to communicate on and be more direct about.
Okay, well, hey, let's get to it. We got a few plays that we can just show everyone from the Falcons game. Let's get to play number one.
All right. Okay, so we got this play right here. This is 11 personnel. We got an underfront right here. This is interesting right here, right? Okay, so first what we're gonna do is gonna go to the strength. So we're gonna call strong right? Okay, the first thing we're gonna talk about is number 58, right? Number 58. He makes an inside move to the B gap, right?
Right.
Whenever you make an inside move to the B gap, he has to communicate this inside move to number 91, right? Just in case it's a pass, he goes inside, say it's a pass, then you want 91, Brian Murphy, to go outside, be the contain guy, right? And then also two on the run, if you're gonna go inside right here like that, you have to alert number 0, the linebacker, right? So you ask yourself, why do you have to tell him that? It's because originally this B gap is his gap, right? This A gap is number 91, right?
Right.
And we always go back to counting. We go 1, 2, 3, 4. We got 4 dudes on the line of scrimmage going against 1, 2, 3, possibly quarterback included, 5, 6. With the quarterback and running back. So the numbers is you got to communicate with this right here. So if it's a pass, communicate with the number 91 and 0. If it's a pass, if you're gonna take inside, he has to wrap. If it's a run and you take the inside of the B gap right here, then you have to communicate that to number 0, the linebacker, to where he can go downhill fast and he can replace him where he was supposed to be in the C gap, number 58. Number 0 will replace him. Bam, go down there right away. Hit him fast, right? Go ahead and play the play. See? See, number 0 never got out there. He never got out there.
So real quick, let's go back to the start.
Mm-hmm.
So right now, stop. Oh, yeah, okay. So right now, pre-snap, you're telling us 58 and 0 have to be on the same page. 91, 58, and 0 have to be on the same page. Because if 58 is going to go inside and take that B gap, then number 0, I would assume, is going outside for contain, right?
Right. And then due to the fact, too, if he's going to take that right here, right? If he's going to take that B gap, man, if I'm number 58, what I'm going to do is I'm going to bounce off of number 65, the guard.
Yeah.
And he could ricochet and get upfield, right? And then where you have Brian Murphy, when he does that, number 91 can scrape over the top like he a linebacker, and he possibly can make this play, right? Because now the only person that's trying to block number 91 is the center, and the center won't be able to get to him because the ball is going outside zone, right? And then number 0, he will know that he's going to the B gap, so he'll hit this gap right here hard, that C gap, in between that tackle and that tight end. He'll hit that so fast. And then another thing, too, that's what's interesting, too, and this is what a lot of team does, right?
Okay.
This is a lot of teams, especially San Francisco. They do this a lot, right? They do the motion to try to mess with the linebacker shift and eyes. So if you look at number 17, he sees the receiver going, right? Right, look at him. And then he messing with his eyes, right? And then 0 went over there too. He was messing with his eyes also. to kind of get him to try to get him to not be fast in that C gap. He still could have got there. He is playing back into the center. I don't know why, but it's just one of those things, right?
All right.
All right.
Let's go to another play.
So this next play right here, right?
Okay.
Now this play is very, very interesting, right? So whenever a team line up like this with a tight end and a receiver next to the tight end, right? Oh, excuse me. When I was playing, it was only two wide receivers. They would risk this, right? Whenever they put a wide receiver on the line of scrimmage, when guys that they be like, man, this dude can block, they run into that wide receiver every time.
Brandon Marshall, was he one of them?
Two guys. Who was it?
Brandon Marshall, was he one?
No, it wasn't Brandon Marshall. It was Larry Fitzgerald and Hines Ward. Hines Ward, yeah. Ward.
Oh, they was blocking, huh?
They was blocking. When they line up on the line of scrimmage like this, they blocking. When they did line up like this, other receivers line up like this, they was running away. But this dude, number 5, they believe in him. They like, hey, man, we can run to this dude right here, right? We can run to him.
That's Drake London.
Okay.
That's Drake London.
So these next two plays, I want you to peep this. They line up the same, right? But the next play, what they do is they put the tight end and receiver on the other side. So now it becomes, this is strong left. The next one is going to be strong right. They do the same thing, different blocking, right? Okay, but go back and take it from the top. Okay, now this is so interesting right here, right? This is a little teaching moment right here, right? Okay. So check out number 58 again, right? Okay. I'm not picking on you, man. I'm sorry, bro. I'm not picking on you, bro. I'm just trying to give you some insight, right? Number 58. Whenever I think what we used to call this is like a fold or insert, one of them, right? So whenever a receiver, a tight end, or you got a tackle, or you got a guard line up like this, and one blocks go to block you, and the other one fold underneath, right? Then the guy number 58, what he has to do is he has to get back inside, because they creating a whole new gap. And when they create a whole new gap, that means that running back is running that whole new gap they created right here, right? So check this out. Check number 58 out, right? So check him out.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna tell you where to pause it. Pause it, bam, right there, right? Pause it. Okay. So right there, he's supposed to be in this gap right here where 24 is.
Oh, 58 should have been where 24 was. Oh, it is.
He's supposed to be right there. He's supposed to be right there. And that's where the running back end up running the ball. Right there. Go ahead and play it. See? Mm-hmm. Be right there. But 24, I don't know if he's a safety or not, but he definitely could have made the play. But if number 5 would have blocked 24, the running back would have been off. That probably maybe have been almost a house call. Mm. You see what I'm saying?
Yep.
So whenever you get that play where a guy blocks, he'll block out, and a guy folds underneath, mm-hmm. right? Then he has to get inside.
Okay. Right, so let the play run from the top and run all the way through.
Right. Yep.
Boom. Let's get to play number 3.
All right. So next one, not this one. All right. So you can't see it right now, but the receiver is lined up outside again, right? Okay. Same thing. Go ahead and play the play. See with the motion? Oh, no, not this play. That was the first one. Next one. There we go. Right here, right? See, same thing again, right? All right, pause it. So right now we got strong right. And what did all 3 of these plays, the first 2 plays have in common?
Motion.
The first 2 plays, but they had a receiver fly over, right?
Right.
And now right here they got a receiver where he comes in, he's messing with the eyes. He's messing with 17. Look at 17. He went way out there because he thought he was gonna go across. We used to call that a fool your motion, to where you think they act like they're going across and they stop by the center or the guard and then they go back, right? So this play right here, go ahead and play the play. See right here, number go to back to the defensive end. Let me see what his number is. Keep going back to the top. All right, check out number 98, right? Number 98. So remember I said whenever they have a tight end and receiver, they always run to him.
Mhm.
Same thing. They just flipping it to the other side. Same play. They just right here, just ran a toss. Right here, I'll say this play from the top, it's just poor tackling, right?
Mhm.
And then you go back to the line of scrimmage. So right here, my opinion, he probably not. I would ask this number 98. I would ask him I would ask him to be a two gapper, right? One of the reasons why I asked him to be a two gapper is, first of all, it's a tight end that's you lined up over, right?
Mhm.
I think he's supposed to destroy that tight end, in my opinion, right?
Right.
He's lined up in a loose 7, right?
Mhm.
Let's count. Let's see, 5, 6, 6 out of 7. All right. I would tell him to knock that tight end back. Once he knocks that tight end back, he's going to get the running back off track. He has a two-way go, right?
Mhm.
Other than that, yeah, I would say it was, tell number 97 to stay up on his feet and, keep running down the line of scrimmage. Could make a big play.
All right, let me
But
see.
yeah, other than that.
So, okay. Let me just ask this, because what we don't want to do, we ain't making this personal nothing.
Yeah. Yep.
First, are you seeing good stuff out of the D line?
I'm seeing great stuff out of D line. This is what I'm seeing out of D line. I'm happy that they put number 99, big boy, back at the 3 technique. Man, that dude is an animal. I think Reed is an animal, man. I think Brian Murphy is an animal. All the interior D linemen, animals. All the defensive ends, they can get better. They could play better, but all those guys are excellent. I think the main thing is where a lot of teams are going to try to start hitting the Seahawks are on the edges, right? So as you look at those 3 plays was pretty much like edge plays,
Mhm.
So I think, man, just continue to pursue, continue to communicate. And when you communicate, you'll understand where your guys are going. Because it's, like I said, it's the ultimate team game, and one man can't make every play. We want to, but that's just not. It's not the case.
Okay, so you said the D line's doing fantastic.
I think they're doing fantastic.
Linebackers?
There's always room for improvement.
Linebackers?
The linebackers, I think the linebackers they're getting confused with the motions. And I think when they come downhill, they're getting caught up in going almost down the middle of the offensive lineman, where you always want to keep one arm free as a linebacker, right? Because genetics, those dudes are twice the size as sometimes us, and they almost three times the size as a linebacker. So you definitely don't want to get it's like running to the blob off of X-Men. You run to the blob off of X-Men, you're gonna go right through his stomach, and he gonna take you in the stomach. He gonna spit you out.
Right.
So keeping one arm free and just understanding the running back shoulders. That's so key. You look at the running back shoulders. The running back can tell you if he's staying inside or is he continue to stay outside.
Okay, so recently, basically, the Seahawks have made this two moves so far in the last week. The one was they brought over Roy Robertson Harris. They brought him over. And they just brought in one Ernest Jones IV, a linebacker. They actually made a swap, if you will. Number 17, Jerome Baker, now is out to Tennessee for Ernest Jones IV. What did
they give up? What they give up for that for the linebacker trade?
I think it was a swap. What was it? What did they give up for the linebacker?
4th round pick or something?
a 4th-round pick and Baker. So yeah, they gave up a 4th-round pick and Jerome Baker for Ernest Jones.
So what year is this guy in that the Seahawks got?
What year is he at? Well, fact check it
Is
for me
he
right
a
now.
veteran? Yeah, younger guy, or because that's going to be something interesting too. Because yeah, if he ball out, he definitely going to get paid higher than with a 4th-round draft pick. So
That's what I'm saying.
um,
So Bane, when you see moves done like this, right? When you see this
right.
happening, what does that say to you? I mean, they've made a move for a D lineman, a move for a linebacker. What does that say to you?
I think they're definitely trying to invest in the box of the defense. They're definitely trying to invest in the defensive line, and they're definitely trying to invest in their linebacker core. I think what they're looking at to just let's get one in every group at this
Right.
point. I don't think they're going to probably do anything to the DB room, but I think they're definitely trying to invest in more of the line of scrimmage and the linebacker core. Pretty much, they're trying to invest more in 9-on-7.
Okay. Yeah,
Yeah.
this guy is he was drafted by the Rams, played there a couple years, then he was with Tennessee. So he's only been in the year. He was drafted in 2021, this Ernest Jones.
Oh, okay.
So
Okay.
now, if you had to be a betting man, do you think the Seahawks are done making moves? Or you think they're done on the defensive side of things?
I don't think they're going to do anything offensively. If I was a betting man, I would probably have to say, man, I would see them probably trading for another defensive end.
Really?
Yeah.
And why and can you just tell me why would
Well,
you say that?
one defensive end that's out there available because Chenna is not healthy right now, right? If I'm a front office guy, I want more edge rushers. Then you have Myles Garrett out there, and that's a good one. But it's going to be a lot of teams that's going to be trying to go after him. I think Detroit is going to try to go after Myles Garrett also too. It's going to be a lot of teams because a lot of teams don't usually trade pass rushers or good defensive linemen. Period. They hold on to the line of scrimmage.
Right.
Yeah. So we're going to see, but I would say another defensive player.
The Seahawks got the Buffalo Bills at home here at Lumen Field on Sunday. We all know that Josh Allen's pretty tough. They just acquired Amari Cooper, so that's a pretty good wide receiver. Your thoughts on the Buffalo Bills?
The Buffalo Bills, man, is an interesting team. To me, I'm not really like a major fan of their offense, but it's efficient. The one thing that I think they could do more as their offense is run, but as you can see, they got Amari Cooper, and I think they're gonna try to air it out more than they run the ball this Sunday. I'm gonna say for this season, I would say this is probably going to be their best passing attack that the Seattle defense is going to see in this season. Offensive line is pretty good. The running game, they're not really like hardcore running team. But I do think that they're going to do a lot of passing, a whole lot of passing, more passing than they probably ever seen this year.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
You said something. This wasn't on the air or nothing. This was off the air. But I want to rehash.
Right.
I want to go back to it. And I want to see if you still stand on that. I'm going to put your business out in the street. You said Geno Smith. You said Geno Smith is probably one of the best passers in the game right now. And you did say something about where you think he ranks in Seahawks history too. So I'll let you tell it.
Okay. So to me, how everybody was saying reshuffle the offensive line, right? Well, that's one group that you can't really like reshuffle over and over again, right? I would say And if you look at the Atlanta game, they ran more 6-man, sometimes 7-man protections to where Geno was able to be comfortable in the pocket. Now, if you put Geno in that situation and he's comfortable in the pocket and you see what he was doing with a 5-man protection, and what you think he's going to do with a 6-7-man protection, I think Geno is probably like one of the best passing quarterbacks that the Seahawks franchise didn't had. Like, I think I would say he's at least top 3. I'm gonna say at least top 3, probably top 2. I like Geno. I think not as
Okay,
I play with Geno.
Well,
I'm not being biased.
Hold on, three of these. Hold on. 3 of these quarterbacks was your teammate. Geno was a teammate. Russell was a teammate. Matt Hasselbeck was a teammate. Are you saying Geno Smith is a better passer than those guys?
I'm gonna say, as far as like numbers, yes. Yes. Yeah. I'm gonna go to the record and say that. I'm gonna say that. Now, Russell was good at Russell was probably the best at 2-minute drill.
Oh yeah.
Right.
I don't think anybody can argue that.
Yeah. But as far as like I mean, if you big on like fantasy football numbers, I pick Geno.
Well, I mean the numbers, but I'm just talking about just pure passer for what you've seen.
Pure passing, I like Geno. I like Geno.
Yeah,
I think Geno he got it, man. He got it. He's a quarterback that you should be happy to have in your franchise, because there's a lot of teams that's wishing that they had a Geno Smith right now.
Before we get going, Bane, I want to talk about this, man. Tell us about your 8-year-old son that's out there doing it out there on the football field, man.
Ooh, boy. Man. So Makai is very interesting, right? So, during the pandemic, I always used to ask, man, let's go outside and play catch. He'd be like, no, this is no. I'm like, okay. I'm like, man, you want to play football? He'd be like, no, man, I hate football. So I'm like, all right, cool. So, he ended up going to the school, and they end up, just building up his confidence and everything. And so one day, my wife was like, hey, Makai, you want to play football? And he was like, sure. And I was like, whoa, really? Okay. So, we bring his sisters, we bring the whole family, right? And and my wife, she's, sitting down watching the game. And I'm like, man, I want to watch the game. You go after the girls, right? So, I ended up going to the playground, watching the girls, right? And so I about to walk back to, see him play. And I see him get a pick 6. And I see him run. I'm like, wait a minute, like, that ain't Makai. And I looked and I was like, well, he is one of the only black dudes over there. Right. So I was like, yeah, that is him. And so when I seen him run and cut and everything, I'm like, wait a minute, like, where you learn that from? I didn't teach him that. And so he just started just getting his confidence, just building up his confidence. And I seen him run and cut. And then I seen him like break on the ball and like get, he was catching the ball with both hands. And then one game he came to me and he was like, Dad, man, like, I understand how to get the flags, right? And I understand like how not to get the flags. And I said, okay, explain it to me. He said, man, when I grab it with one hand, I reach, right? And I'll be off balance. He said, if I reach with 2 hands and bring my feet up under me, then I'll most likely get the flag. And I was like, oh my God, like, this dude is a genius. Like, mind you, I don't talk to him nothing about football.
Right.
Like, I didn't show him no highlights. This dude be running, cutting, reversing field. And I'm like, where you get this from? And
hey, he got it natural, Bang. He got it natural.
Yeah. Nah, it's definitely genetics, man. I didn't know he could run. That was news to me.
Well, man, speaking of running, let's run up on out of here and let's go ahead and run for that Sunday game in Lumen Field. The Seahawks need to take care of the Buffalo Bills, bruh.
Man, I'm still getting used to Lumen Field, man. I was about to call it CenturyLink.
Yeah.
I'm like, dang, why I keep calling it CenturyLink?
All right, Bang. Well, before you go,
Yeah.
tell people how to come and find you, bruh.
All right, you can come find me at bmebane 92 on Instagram, and then I also have another Instagram is Elevate Your Football IQ. High school, college, NFL, DNs, D tackles. Man, if you want any football IQ, build up your knowledge, man, you know where to contact me.
Love it, Bang. We'll holler next time,
Yes,
brother.
sir. All right. Yes, sir.
All right, bro. Sometimes you got to give up to go up. Yeah, some of those things you might want to cut out. Maybe it's getting in the way. You're spending too much time with it. You got to make a small sacrifice so you can get for the best for yourself. So sometimes you have to give up to go up. I know recently for me, one of the biggest things that I did to try to kind of go up and go to that next level for myself, not speaking for anyone, is to try to cut out and limit the alcohol. Well, actually, just cut it out. And for me, that small little sacrifice just kind of helped me feel better. And it just felt like I wasn't being drugged down by just something else. So again, I just wanted to kind of end off with sometimes you got to give up to go up. Hey, I appreciate you rocking with me. Love you for that. And as always, be kind.